Hey, beautiful being under the stratosphere. Guess what? I decided to take my channel on a 180 or a 360 or whatever degrees you want to call it because I realized, parallel with another channel that I'm kind of launching, that I have so much more fun in the other channel than in this channel. And I was wondering, why is that? And that's because I started Stratosphere Empowered Wellbeing at the pain point. So I said, I want to take people from emotional crisis all the way to high vibration. So from the lowest vibration you've been at all the way to the highest vibration, because this is going to simulate what I'm trying to encourage people as possible. And this is what's available in the course that I put together, that is on sale right now. You can get access to this course to do this. If you want to check that out, the link will be in the description. But the whole reason I made that is because actually I first wanted to train people privately to do this process, because there's a lot of physical work in transitioning not just your mind and your emotions, but you have to transition your body with everything so that you are strong enough to sustain a high vibration. And I thought, how are people going to learn about this program or this course that I'm offering from my massage therapy center? I said, well, I'll make a few videos on YouTube so that people can get familiar with my story, how it helped me, and how it can possibly also help them. And then I got all into, well, let's make YouTube. YouTube can be a thing also, and it can turn into a passive income along with sharing things about frequency and vibration. But the downside there was that I didn't realize, if I'm starting at the pain point, the topics aren't very fun. Who wants to talk continually about their moment of pain, but there is an area of like, but this needs to be addressed, right? This needs to be spoken about. Where will you launch off of if you don't know where you're starting? So in one way it's crucial, but in another sense, I'm not here anymore. I'm operating up here or fluctuating in the stratosphere, and I'm no longer earthbound or grounded, in the metasphere or troposphere. So one of those is underneath there. When I was launching it in the university, I had it all memorized, all the layers, and now it's kind of eluded me. But anyway, yes, I'm wanting to take the channel in a direction where I feel happier about and more excited about coming to do the videos. And that is basically all I wanted to say. Another was not an issue, but another thing that I noticed was, in my mind, everybody wants to reach a higher vibration, regardless of finances or social status, or you're married or not, or whatever. Everyone wants to feel good in the moment, in the day. This is like a basic fundamental truth. Like, who wants to be like, oh, I'd like to feel a little bit worse today. Yesterday was just, felt too good for too long. So in my mind, I have this whole huge umbrella of everyone could become vibrant. That's the name of my course. Everyone could be here. But I realize I need to tailor it into what specific people would be looking for that. Now, when at the university, when we did the metrics and we found out who our demographic was, four kinds of people came up. Was the health enthusiasts that are all about, figuring out how they can get the best of the best of the best in their health. Then there was first-time mothers who are transitioning from the single life into having a child now, and they're feeling low, so they want to get back to feeling back. Then there was midlife transitioners, so women moving into menopause, and then there was the last one was people who suffered a heartbreak or trauma, right? That any kind of loss, that they also want to transition. If you think about it, isn't that like, that's like everybody, like not everybody, right? But so like, who do I pick from there that I should it be become vibrant for new moms? And I talk about moms. I struggled with motherhood myself, like adapting to the mom thing, even though like I'm a mom, yes. But I don't see myself work. I'm like, what topics would I say about frequencies and vibrations in moms, right? I could be a midlife transitioner. I haven't gone into menopause yet, but I'm turning 50 this year. That could be an option, that we just talk about menopause and or getting to menopause. And I'm like, the other option is, well, maybe the health fanatics. I almost call them the health enthusiasts, people who are just like, I'm like, yeah, let's just go, let's just do it. Let's train, let's walk, let's hike, let's, explore all these awesome frequencies and vibrations that our body has been offered. And the interesting thing is that I have kind of gone into a laid back mode. I'm like bake in the sun and feel great vibrations, right? People tell me, go hike. I walk my dog. I like interacting with nature and everything. Back home, I live in the mountains, right? I live out in the country. I'm all the time outside. But I'm not about to tell people, let's do hiking excursions here and go trekking and pack a backpack. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. I know it's super healthy and great, but since back home I basically live in the Andean wilderness, I'm like, why would I go? Why would I go and walk into it? Was I saw some comedian? Oh, I think he was an Irish guy, and he was like, dating Americans, they're all about walking. Like, we see the mountains also, and we don't need to go to them, right? Like, the mountains are fine where they are. And oh, what was his final part of the joke? He went with this girl, and they were looking out on the view, and he tells her, no, she tells him, "What? Look at the view! What a great view!" And he's like, she's like, we can see the house from here, like where they started." And he's like, "Yeah, and I should be down there, like I should be back where that house was." So not even, yeah. There are the people that are for that, and then there are the people who we express and live our high vibe a different way, So yeah, where did I get off here? Oh, the health enthusiasts. And then the other group would be the people in heartbreak and trauma or loss. That was my transition. I suffered heartbreak and loss to go into high, yeah, I suffered that so that I could go into high frequency vibration. But I don't feel qualified to, like, I suffered heartbreak and loss. Like, I had to go to therapy for 10 years. I'm not a therapist, so I'm not about to coach people in relationship and be an online death doula for people. I can't do it. Oh my gosh. Well, I was complaining that I wasn't complaining. I was pondering the thought that why I have so much more fun in the other channel, which is about business and how you can start a small business and make money. And this one that's so much more vital and important has become so tricky to think, what is the right angle that I want to go for? And I still don't know. But I wanted to post a video per day because I need to practice. I need to practice what I'm saying, what I'm sharing. So I decided, all right, I think it needs to take a turn. It needs to take a shift where I'm happy making the content and that it comes out natural to me, but also it has meaning and goes with stratosphere empowered well-being and has congruency with the project and the course that is totally worth it. I mean, I finished the first segment and it took me about a month to just create the first segment, and I said, this alone is worth the price. The physical segment could have been one workshop. I finished now the relationship one. That could be a different price from what I said. By the time I finish the program, it'll be worth $5,000. Like every segment feels like it's worth 1K, 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 1K. And that's okay. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm processing it. If anyone sees the video to this point, go ahead and tell me what you think I should, put in the comments. What's the demographic? What do you think is needed? Maybe I'll make a few of these videos asking for a little bit advice on what would be the best way to address a niche for someone who wants to go from here to there. And what would you like to hear about? Like, what are the people needing? They want, like, I should do the research for my own, but I've landed on several channels that do something similar, but they haven't connected to offer the physical aspect of raising the vibration with the mental and emotional. They tell you for sure that they know you need it and you could go on and take care of it, but I've tailored it. Since I'm a yoga instructor, I've tailored in the shapes, the mudras, the mantras, in all the yoga geometry to fit into what is necessary according to what is your lowest vibration and what is holding you down. I'm going to go ahead and make the next videos to explain the 5 pillars of vibration, what they are, just to get that out of the way and have it up on the platform as a reference point. But I think I do. I think I want to take it into a funner direction so that it can be fun for me and easier for me to just hop online and make the video. Because as you can tell, this channel and my other channel, there's no editing, no scripting, no filtering, there's nothing. Everything is raw here because I have a life apart from this. And what I decided was, if it ever starts monetizing, the first thing I'll do when I have enough money is pay someone to do the fancy editing, where you will get little words and pictures, and if I say the beach, the water will appear, and if I say the palm tree, there will be one here. I think that's so awesome, and I kind of figured out how to do a B-roll, but oh my goodness, I bow down to the YouTube creators, because just doing a B-roll is another whole day that it could be, and then adjusting the sound and whatever little elements, anything you want to put in there. Oh my gosh. And forget it if you're doing a creation video where it's outside and they're following you, and then you're going to have the camera that flies, the drone, the flying camera. So beautiful, so beautiful. Some of these channels, like the beautiful things that you can see. But yes, I'm not there yet. All good, all good. we'll take this 180 and just try to keep it real, try to keep it casual for myself as well. I am drawn into a little bit more laid back style of YouTube viewing, so definitely I think that will be my style, even though this has become vibrant. You know, you can lay in the sand and shine. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I'll see you in the next video, and I'm going to go with explaining the pillars. All right. Take care, and remember, every day we wake up stronger.